This is No Money Mo Money. This tiny potato's been on an adventure to experience everything on the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. But after a night of betrayal and loss, there's only one path left to continue his adventures. A path that will take him Last week we explained how I'm crafting my way through the highest level, most difficult recipes in Heavensward to get to the best crafter gear I can. So the final list we have to get through is this 3-star set, which is the best crafting gear you can make in Heavensward. And once again, this is going to require a whole bunch of some crafter scripts, especially for Mastercraft and Demi-Materias and Fieldcraft and all that. I'm going to need to use a lot of tomes to buy a bunch of stuff, so that's mostly just been grinding out daily roulettes to get tomestones to then trade to buy the stuff. But it should be noted that I actually am not going to be able to craft everything that's on this list. I went ahead and made up the whole list, and once again, it is a whole set of tool upgrades, primary and secondary, a whole set of clothing, and a whole set of accessories. The problem with this list, so this raw Celestine is used for the armlet, rings, I think the earring as well. Thing that uses Celestine, I won't be able to make. The only way for you to get Celestine is through voyages. Voyages being airships and submarines, which are only accessible in an FC. So this is full-on crafting recipes that the devs just decided, oh, you're on free trial? You can't make these then. I can craft the full set of clothing for the Ironworks set, and I can craft some, but not all of the accessories, and I can craft all of the tools. I've done some quick calculations here, and it looks like in order to complete this final set of Mastercraft Crafter Gear, I'm going to need 775 poetics, 15,200 crafter scripts, but the real killer here is Grand Company seals. I'm gonna need 193,880 Grand Company seals to buy everything I need from the Grand Company. That's just gonna require me to run dungeons all day, every day, pull treasures out of the dungeons, and turn them into my Grand Company. So that's just gonna be a massive grind that I will go ahead and get going on. Since this next crafting list is going to require a ton of materials for Grand Company seals, I've basically just been running dungeons for gear to hawk to the Grand Company. But since I was doing it anyway, I decided to use it to level up my monk and my machinist. This means I'm getting lower level gear that doesn't sell for as much at the Grand Company, but it felt like a good excuse to double up what I was doing. My machinist, which is now 60, and my monk, which is now 60. One side effect of that is that my jobs had been forced to use lower level gear, because I can't use gear I pull out of dungeons, so not ideal. I decided to go ahead and make him a full set of 60 gear. None of this is Mastercraft, none of it is starred recipes. So this is all just materials I could collect normally from hunting, gathering, all of that sort of stuff. This time around, I got him the 60 knuckles, I got him a 60 striking set, and then I got him a 60 set of slaying accessories. There is no striking accessories at 60, but it doesn't matter that much because the slaying accessories tend to be things like crit hit, skill speed, determination, direct hit. It's all the damage buffing things that you would want anyways, and the slaying accessories are strength based for their main stat, which is what monk wants anyways. Whereas his eye level before was 115, that now puts it up at 150. Not exactly my favorite look, but you know what? For a monk, it's not terrible. And then, of course, a whole new set for my machinist as well, which again takes him from 115 to 150. It's good to have him there. That being said, that set sort of stinks. Maybe if I were doing this for a bard, it would make some more sense, but not for a machinist. Definitely gonna glam over that one. There we go. Now that's much better for a machinist. My little cowboy with a gun. I didn't even notice it looking at it before, but you know what? That gun almost looks like a BB gun too. Tiny baby playing cowboy, and his gun almost looks like a BB gun. It even looks like the handle where the lever action part is could just be like pumping it up to put air in to shoot a BB out. Tiny baby with his BB gun. And one other thing I decided to do, since I'm working on gear sets anyway, is to go ahead and make myself a full tank set as well. My warrior has been using a full set of 50 gear as well, so I figured since I'm bringing most of my other jobs up to 60, I may as well make myself a tank set too, which once again brings him from eye level 115 to eye level 150. And I don't really care for the look of it. Since we're here, let's go ahead and buy all of our poetic items. Icon metal, 16. Icon hide, 16. And fiber, 21. 70 frickin' 4 of this mithrite. 28 gobcraft resin. Now, let's get our first set of Grand Company items. Shaylite. I can get all of that. Razic sand. I need 17 of this. And then I guess I'll get started on the glass fiber, but I can only get 3 of them for now. Oh, there. There we finally go. 193,000 Grand Company seals, and some change, to get all of these materials. This series of just running dungeons and turning in gear for hours upon hours upon hours was such a pain. And if I never see another Guildhest or leveling dungeon in my life, it may be too early. Anyway, let's finish this up and go start getting scripts. I am so sick of rarefied max potions at this point. I've capped these scripts out so many times. That means I can finally get these last 2 demi-materia. There, I have it. 12 field craft 3s and 16 master crafts. That's what I needed from scripts. All done. But that is all of the currency materials done. Everything else I need for this crafting recipe, I could go and gather. So let's go get it. And let's finally make this final set of Heavensward Crafter Gear. Okay, that was a super fun about 5 hours gathering all of those materials up, wasn't it? It was actually about 5 days gathering up all of these materials here. And then about 5 hours more gathering up all of these materials here, because a lot of them were on time nodes. At least we'll be done with the crafter stuff. So let's get to it already. Best-in-Slot Heavensward Crafter Gear. We finally managed to make it. It's new tools, 3-star, 2-star, 3-star, something like that, I think, tools, 3-star clothes, 3-star necklace, more Hildy, more potato of Enquiry, more baby with a gun. If this data's here whisked away from me as some fly-by-night rogue. No expense in securing the best protection the money can buy. Oh, really? Brass blades of the Gerbera. I mean, brass blades are basically useless, though, and corrupt. Boasts 1,000 faces, but he has a single modus operandi. Having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. The betrothed. And his father. The note to his wife, Senana, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Alright. Rule out Guguremu himself. And Lewinhart, steward of Guguremu's estate, and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. Sure. And the soldiers. Lap has made herself and someone Costa del Sol. Doubtless Phantom Thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information. Yeah. Like, what about the random soldiers that Guguremu brought in last second to protect his daughter? Don't they seem very suspicious, too? Hmm? Yeah, took you a second, didn't it? Did he just hit him with a fish, or did he just hit him and then he fell into a fish? Because either way, that's kind of hilarious. Secret my ingenious disguise with such ease. So flawless, not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. I don't know, I mean, if he gives you an aneurysm, that might interfere with your investigation a bit. I know this may be asking much. Do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? Oh, sure, we'll try not to be too stupid in your absence. We'll fail miserably, but we'll try. To speak to one of the only competent people in the room, even though I'm a tiny stupid baby who screws everything up too anyway. If you're the thief, whose identity would you first assume? I mean, a brass blade would be easy because they've just arrived. Hello there, naked man. Orders would be looking after the light. Had a minute tour of the area. Next thing I knew, I felt a whack on my head. Who was to be your charge? But one was Morgan, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafell gent from Limsa. There's also the steward, Lewinhart. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishingly enlightening. And the joining together of our family businesses couldn't be happening at a better time. All better if fell beasts of beastmen taking aim at our wares. The other day, shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Gentlemen shall find a way. Come now, we must move quickly. Speak so fast, Inspector. Sight of a quick fight, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope. He have many faces to laugh left. Sure, that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. Food supply, except half of that is bombs. You gods. Yep. Those explosives I spot concealed among the coconuts. Oh, those are mine. Yep. Those coconuts are looking awful lonely. She puts the bombs next to the coconuts just because they look similar. Hopefully flaming driftwood. No, like, oh look, a nice dry stick for someone to use. Dispose of these things for an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briardien, explode, a fiery demise. Got it! Like, now she's writing down some really weird stuff. Oh yes, that's bought over by the great shits of Vice. Wait, no, how about not? Also with Nashu just dropping notes everywhere. If you insist. Oh boy. We're both just staring at the bombs, not paying attention to him at all. Are the two of you listening? Sure, yep, totally. So you're right, I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Man, we should continue our conversation elsewhere. Oh, but there's no need. Wait here, I shall build us a fire. Inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores next to the driftwood that Nashu dropped on the ground right next to the exploding barrels. Perfectly, if it happened, I just happen to have a flint and stone on my person. Nashu, what are you doing? Nashu. Yeah, let's just light a little fire next to these bombs. I cannot fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on the fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. What's she actually writing down? Oh, there it goes. Green's proceeding according to my master plan. Oops. It's like, we're sorry. They're so worthless. Literally making the investigation as bad as possible. Another challenge from the Fiend. It looks nothing like his usual cards. Doubtless just the idle ravings of some madman. Yo. Oh, there are 2 more pages. Give up hope, he of many faces will laugh last. Not a laugh is made alone, they shall come to harm. Oh god. More direct than his previous challenges. If no doubt is the sender. Let's talk of another victim. Oh, page holds the answer, no doubt. It's like, oh god, we remember what she wrote on the final page. Yeah, that final page was the worst. Confounding Inspector Briardien will meet a fiery device. It's like, not great. Terrified. Oh, what a coward. Someone directly threatens you and suddenly you're losing your shit. Yeah. Nope. Not bad, she just like knocked him out of the way. Hildy. Nope. Missed it. Thanks, Barrett. Yeah, good catch, bro. Bro. Bye, Hildy. Good job, Nashu. Well, at least Inspector Briardien didn't meet a fiery device. You saw through the Fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? It's like, because that had nothing to do with the Fiend. Ring in my ears, but otherwise no worse for wear. You have my gratitude. Okay, then. Plus in every effort, I fear our core improves it or release it. Might have died of shock. Excellent, I might have died of shock if you had. I love that. I might have died of shock if you actually made any progress. Rose revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who resulted in cold-blooded murder. Double our vigilance. The others come to harm. Sure, yes, our foe is going to do cold-blooded murder. Vigilance, yes, vigilance is the order of the day. Purple Master Leonhardt described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate. I said purple, I meant purplish blue or bluish purple. The 2 colors are really quite similar when you think about it. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Yeah, very particular sort of goggles like the frickin' brass blades are wearing, you mean? Playing the fool will avail you not? Come willingly! Yeah, this is not the same guy. This man wears no mask. The true Leonhardt. Yes, I already knew that. When I found him unconscious out in the wild, I figured it was the real one. You managed to drive a kitchen knife in the man's right hand. Well, there you go. The imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. Marriage has been arranged against my wishes. Yep. Of course you don't. I mean, that much was obvious, honestly. The thief in custody, we can't risk letting Miss Arabella take the stage. His family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. Yeah, there's that. There's nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the inspector here will think of something. Yeah, he'll certainly think of something, that's for sure. Bring this Arabelle as dressed to that bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task. I imagine he requires all the help he could get. Oh, God. Let's not take her dress to the Hildebrand, please, because... Oh, man, his answer to this situation is... Whew! Much is of time. Overread, you will want for nothing if you're handed to me. What? That's to jump evermore, Hildy. That's a hell of a distraction, buddy. Frustrating deviant. Right, what I intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. Hey, you asked for a distraction. Ain't much more distracting than that. But two men here in Costa del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today, her father and her steward. Self-admitted on multiple occasions with Savannah as you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Consider her in this light. Would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Anyone could see through your disguise, idiot. Anyone else with half their wits about them? Oh, he is wearing gloves, actually. Vanez is wearing gloves. Come with me quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. Except he's not entirely wrong. You shouldn't know what she looks like. He shouldn't know what she looks like. Glove on his right hand. Yeah. I mean, he got the right person. Hildy was right for all the wrong reasons. I mean, that's always what Hildy is, though. Right for all the wrong reasons. Whatever, man. And he already has the necklace. I mean, that's okay. She doesn't want the necklace anyway. Like, she never cared about the necklace. Fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Oh! Nope. So much for them. They're just leaving. Really, all he managed to do was steal a necklace that they didn't give a crap about. Like, sure, it was valuable, but, like, she doesn't care. Hey, at least it was fun. Big was more exciting than I ever could have hoped for. They're furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. Hey! Success! Indeed, when the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. I mean, whose head is it going to be lodged in when the next challenge comes, so... Both looking for the challenge card now. Trying to find the thief. I love the fact that the Warrior of Light always senses it a fraction of a second, like, before anyone else senses that, like, here it comes. Oh, that's one dead little Mandragora. Here, Inspector, it says, made you look. Made you look. In the back of your head. It appears the thief is abandoning foolish notions of assassination. We must ever be on guard. The thief attempted murder once. He may very well do so again. Did he? Really? Everyone just looks away. Disagree, one can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Sure. I love that they still let him believe that the thief was the one who almost blew him up. It's a seal of fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, the next time we meet, you will be mine. Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, indubitably the Phantom Thief. Most certainly. Ha ha ha. Yep. Briardien. Gentleman hero Hildebrand. The victor goes a priceless treasure. Ooh, hello. Smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Yeah. 8 legs better than 2, yeah? Stop peeking up their skirts, you pervert. Oh, man. A disgusting octopus. Hello, Enkidu. Next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. I don't have it. It's a real key and a figurative one. Same time, is that even possible? Guess what? Comfort's the best. So if I next time, just freaking hammer throws a goblet in his son's face.